The Northwest Transport Department and other stakeholders have cautioned service providers in the scholar transport sector that their contracts will be terminated if they fail to meet their contractual obligations. The department says in some instances the service providers use unroadworthy vehicles, reckless driving, arriving late at school or not showing up at all, causing a huge inconvenience to learners and teachers. For more on the story, we now cross to our colleague Itumeleng Kgajane. Very good morning to you, Itumeleng. What's happening where you are?
Good morning to you, Desiree, and to our viewers. We are indeed coming to you live from Christiana in the Northwest Province. And the only best way to tell the story about scholar transport challenges in this province is to use the example or a case study of the Itumeleng Combined School here in Christiana. We understand that last week on Monday, 2 buses were involved in an accident, and those buses were ferrying learners from Christiana to Itumeleng Combined School here in Christiana. And upon investigations, it was established that those buses were not roadworthy and that they had on them the discs that expired in 2018 and 2019. And parents are complaining that that is not, good for their learners, it's not safe for their learners. And as we are here today, those buses are not working. We are seeing learners here stranded, not being able to go to school. They are not able to go to school. We are told that there was a bus that was sent to come and fetch them or ferry them to school. That bus as well has on it a license disc that expired in 2020. So we are told that parents had to send that bus back. But to talk more about this, we are bringing in some parents who will paint the picture for us as to how the situation has been when it comes to the issue of scholar transport. Tatuarona, thank you very much for making time to speak with us today. Please do paint a picture for us as to the challenges that we are experiencing when it comes to scholar transport in this area, and also why do we have a situation where learners are here? It's gone is now a few minutes after 9 o'clock. Why is that still the case that learners are still finding themselves on the street today?
Thank you very much. It's very sad after what has happened. On Monday last week there was an accident, but post that no one came to us as a parents. The SGB is nowhere to be found. We have been speaking to the MEC of Education, myself actually I spoke to her over WhatsApp, but nothing is happening. We don't see even if there was a popular talk that the MEC will come and have a meeting with us as a parents and as a community to iron out this thing and to find a way forward. But there's nothing that is happening. This morning again we were told that the bus has been sent to come and collect the children to the school. However, when you find out the very same bus that has been sent, it is the disc it has been expired. You ask yourself as to the time when the very same bus was sent to the community or to the children to be taken to the school. Whoever who sent that particular bus was not aware that the very same bus that has been sent, it has been expired also. It's on disc. So it's a joke of what has happened. And people don't seem to be caring about people who are in authority of government. They don't seem to be taking the lives of our children very serious. As we speak, the grade 12 and the grade 11ers, they should go to school and write their own exam. But there's nothing. We are still here. Last week, Wednesday, we spent the whole day with the children. The very same learners did not go to school. It was only then said that the transport is going to be arranged. So we don't know what is happening. It is because of we are in Christian. It's a rural place or what is happening? We don't know.
Okay, there you have it, Desiree. Let's bring in another parent here. We've seen learners next to the road. They're not yet at school. What's your view?
Dumelang ke kgomotsho mabala motsadi mo sekolong sa Itumeleng ga re itumelela seemo se re kopanang le sone gore ka nako e tshwana le e ya di exam bana ba rona ba setse ba tletse yana ba le mo strateng ba sa ya sekolong mo godimo ga moo bana ba setse bana le trauma ya gore ba tswa mo kotsing mme hela ga gona ope o tsaya maikarabelo ka seemo se re kopanang le sone re mashwabi thata mo bo etapeleng ba rona Department of Education ga gona ope o tlileng a tla gore tlhalosetsa gore batsadi seemo ke se eme yang principal wa Kromelenburg ga gona ope o buang segolo thata bo etapele SGB ya Kromelenburg e re tlhopileng gore ha re seo ba ye go governor ko sekolong ba ele tlhoko seemo se re kopanang le sone yaanong ga ra itumela le ntate Gwala ga tla mo go rona ya ka botsadi ba motse wa utlwanang a re tlhalosetsa gore batsadi kotsi e diragetse ka tsela e ntseng yang le borre ba bana ba kgwaetsa dibese tsa ga ntate Gwala ke shwabile thata mo go bone ka gore ha o le operatora wa rutiwa gore before tsena mo bising we inspect yaanong re eleletse gore dibese tsele di diski tsa teng ga di mo tseleng ga re sa tlhole re tshepa sebibile gape go tswang mo go ntate Gwala ka matshelo a bana ba intsi ba gore ha ba re ba motlisa a tla gore rwalla bana ba ise sekolong ke ya leboga
Desiree, Khomotso is indicating there that they are not happy that learners are still here, not being able to reach the school because the buses which were supposed to be ferrying them to school did not show up. And she's also not happy with regards to the manner in which the authorities, in this instance government, is handling this matter, and she's not also happy that the service provider did not say anything to them as well. She's also not happy with the manner in which the school management as well as the school governing body are handling this matter. But she spoke about the authorities, and we're having here with us the speaker of the Lekwatemane local municipality, which comprises of Bloemhof and Christiana, where we are today. And just to get their view as the municipality as to how do they intervene in this instance. I mean, it's very, very upset that today we've seen learners next to the road whilst they were supposed to be in classrooms writing exams. Speaker, how do you intervene in this instance?
Good morning and good morning to the viewers. First and foremost, I think we must all agree that we are not happy with the situation. The situation is quite disturbing. But as an institution of government, we've got a collective responsibility to play oversight and to coordinate the communication in between the departments in terms of the IGR. Now, we are very much disappointed at what is happening. There's no political will and administrative will to resolve this issue. It cannot be correct that we have had an incident, but there are no efforts to ensure that how do they then go and call the community and say, what is your view? Because the community ordinarily, if I've got a child at a school and there's been an accident, I would not allow my child to go to school unless there's an assurance to say, when you send your child to my school, your child will come back safe. So generally, people are playing with the lives of our kids, and we want to make it very clear as the leadership of the community to say, we can't tolerate this thing. We don't have a responsibility to police the service provider. We do not appoint the service provider. We are not traffic officers. Now, if the department takes a decision to contract a service provider, it has got an obligation to ensure that the service provider delivers according to what has been contracted on or agreed on. Now, it's shocking that we are still sitting here. Kids that must be in class now, they are still basking on the sun. They can be exposed to accident. Others can be exposed to the fundamental challenges facing our society, which is drug use. So we can't even account for all the students that have left at home. We don't know where are others as we are sitting here. So I think it's very important that the department must become sober, including the school principal. I want to state it categorically clear. You can't lead an institution and you don't pick up your phones when the situation is like this. You can't have an SGB, that is mom, when the situation is like this. You know, when you are a leader, you don't only lead when there's a party. Yes. You only lead when there's a funeral. So they must come here and account. They must come and tell us, actually, why are they not here? My office was tasked with the responsibility to convene a meeting with the community, but unfortunately the MEC, due to his unavailability, my office could not continue with the meeting. I'll continue to engage the MEC to ensure that we owe it to the parents to go and explain to them what has happened, and that we're going to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Speaker. So, Desiree, last week we spoke with the MEC of Transport Management here in the Northwest Province. They are tasked with the responsibility of ensuring that there is scholar transport. He indicated firstly that with regards to the accident that happened here on Monday, they are going to investigate, and he indicated there that whilst the investigations are still ongoing, he is not happy with the fact that the license discs on the buses which were supposed to be ferrying learners to that Itumeleng Combined School had expired, and the buses themselves were unroadworthy. So he's not happy with that. But as Mr. Pilan is indicating there, the Speaker of Lekwatemane local municipality, we spoke with many stakeholders, and we've been trying here to get rid of or to get a hold of the SGB. We haven't been able to do that currently. We are trying also to get a hold of the service provider. Unfortunately, we are not yet. We haven't been able to do that. We haven't been successful in that regard. But from us here in the Northwest Province in Christiana, for now, is back to you in studio, Desiree.
Itumeleng, while I have you, just hope that you'll be making efforts to find that driver that was mentioned, just to get his side of the story. Itumeleng Kgajane there bringing us that story, talking about scholar drivers and the transport, scholar transport, but of course bringing out a whole lot of other societal issues that school-going children have to face.